to your week 2 of block 2. So hope you're all well, you're feeling good, and you've got your massage ball or your tennis ball. So we're just going to start off gently rolling through the foot on the ball, getting into all the niggly areas. Just do what feels nice on your foot. I always do round the heels, along the side, and then don't forget your toes. Always across the balls of your feet. Okay, when you're ready, you can take it over to the other side. Don't lock your supporting knee. And again, you're not putting much pressure through, just enough to start releasing the tissues under the foot. It's such a nice feeling, although horrid and weird at the same time. So as always, I apologise if the dogs bark. I think we are expecting a couple of parcels, so I bet they come during this filming. Okay, do this all day. Okay, when you've done, get rid of your ball, because we don't need that again. So, aligning yourselves up, you're standing nice and tall. Make sure you're hip distance apart, so we can do that by turning one foot in so the toes touching the heels, and then rotate it out so it's facing forwards. Rock gently forwards and backwards through your foot. Popping pressure through the front 2 corners, the back 2 corners, through your toes, grounding yourself throughout your entire foot and spinning your weight evenly. So, when you feel grounded and evenly spread, we can stop, knees are soft, and then just do some pelvic tilts again, thinking about that ball of water, sloshing the water forwards and backwards. Try not to squeeze your bum as you tuck your pelvis under. Use them abdominal muscles to try and curl it under. And then make your movements smaller and smaller till you've found your middle ground, where you feel like your waters are calm. Your belly button's drawn in, your bum's relaxed, you're lifting equally through the ribs, shoulders are down and back, and we're extending tall through the crown of the head. Imagine you're being pulled up by that imaginary string. Inhale into your side ribs and the back, trying to get as much breath down, leaving the chest still as possible, and then exhale through pursed lips as if you're blowing out a straw. So you inhale through your nose, and then a nice long exhale. Try and prolong it, try to get a few more seconds out of it. Pause before you start your inhale, and then after you inhale, pause before you start your exhale. Really think about getting that breath deep into the lungs, opening up every space you've possibly got. And then on the next exhale, think about drawing that belly button into your spine as you start to lift your pelvic floor up about 50 to 70%. The whole time we are standing tall through our string, weights even through our feet, and our knees are soft. You are not clenching your bum at any point. Start to feel the abdominals warming up and drawing in on your exhales. We'll just do one more. Okay, we're just going to start off doing shoulder rolls. So you're going to inhale as you take the shoulders forward and up, exhale as you squeeze them down and back. We're then going to swing the arms up, leaving the shoulders down, exhale as we drop them down. Inhale as you take your shoulders back and up, exhale forward and down, and then you're going to inhale as you squeeze your shoulder blades together, reaching your arms behind. Inhale forward and up, exhale back and down. Swing the arms on the inhale, exhale as we lower. Now we're going to take the shoulders back and forwards, and then reach forward, squeezing through the shoulder blades. So repeat, shoulder rolls, arm swing, shoulder roll forward, squeezing the shoulders back. So when we're doing all this, there's no movement through our ribs or our hips, and our shoulders stay down. Open up through the chest and the shoulders. We're now going to start coming up onto the balls of the feet as we swing the arms up, not locking our knees. Lower back down as you lower the arms down. Falling over myself. So we're going to do 2 more. So we're using the breath to elongate the moves. So we're not speeding through them. Excellent. You're going to take the arms up this time, leaving the feet down. We're going to open the arms in the chest as we turn to look to the side of us. Inhale as we take the arms up. Exhale as we turn the other way. So I want you to move through the hips as well this time, just as if you're wringing yourself out from top to toe. When you are lowering your arms, create your own resistance. Imagine you're in a field of goop and you've got to push that goop away from you, keeping the shoulders down and back. This time when we turn, we're going to try and keep the hips still, so we're just twisting from the ribs cage. Don't lock your knees and try and keep your hips facing forwards. Head turns with the body, not on its own. Just going to do 1 more each side. Bringing the arms back up, and then exhale, drop your fingertips behind your head. We're going to inhale as we open up the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then we're going to exhale as we curl everything over, opening up through the back. Inhale, squeeze them shoulder blades. Don't arch through the back. Keep the pelvis neutral. Exhale as we round the top of the back over. So my ribs are staying over my hips. I'm not flaring through the front of them. My knees are soft. And I'm just starting to wake up the upper back muscles. So last one, really try and get your elbows to meet behind you, which would never happen. And then bringing your arms out. We're going to do the elbow circle. So you're going to inhale as you bring your hands to your shoulders, exhale as you follow through, and wide. Inhale, back of the hands back to armpits, exhale, palms to ceiling. Try and keep them triceps parallel to the floor. Do 2 more. And lower them down and shake your arms out, because you must feel like heavy lead weights right now. Okay, hands on your hips. Transferring your weight sideways, but over that hip, we're not jutting it out. Pelvis is staying neutral. You're going to inhale as you tap the toe out. We're going to exhale as we draw the knee in and up. Tap, up. If you're losing your balance, hold on to a wall, or you can just bring the ankle into the knee. Again, move with the breath. So as you exhale, pelvic floor comes up, knee rises. We're still extending tall through the crown of the head. Going to do 2 more. We're going to hold it up on this side, and then we are going to take the leg back, practice a bit of balance. Ooh, I'm falling over myself. Arms out to the side into a fly position. Exhale, scoot back up. So we're pivoting from the waist. We're going to do 3 more. Try and keep the supporting leg a little bit bent. your chest and your hips facing the floor, don't open through. Inhale as we reach back for the last time, and then exhale, knee comes up, drop it down, over to the other side. Start with our toe taps out, into a lift. So move that pelvic floor up, exhale, and then move the leg. Point your toe, and keep your water still. Last one. Keeping our balance, keeping the knee slightly bent on that supporting leg. We are going to fly, so extend the leg out to the side, hips stay down, chest stays down. I'm just hitting the chest while moving that way. So we're going to do 4 more. Move on your breath. Inhale, take the chest to the floor. Exhale, draw in. 2 more, I think. So we should be feeling a really nice stretch down the back of the supporting leg as we tilt forward. And give your legs a shake. Okay, we're going to go into our static lunge. So you're going to take 1 foot behind you. You're on the balls of the foot. You're on separate tracks, again not leading with this front leg. We're just going to inhale as we bend the back leg, sinking down. Exhale, push up. Ribs are over hips still. Now my noisy nippies. So we're not letting this front knee go forwards. It stays in line with the middle of the foot. I was counting, but now I've lost track. Just being that carousel horse. Ooh. Going up and down. Pelvic floor comes up as we come up. This time you're going to take it down on your inhale, hold for an exhale. Hold for your inhale and then exhale, come up. We're going to repeat that. Inhale as we go down. Hold for your exhale, hold for your inhale, exhale, rise. And again. Just do 1 more. And unfortunately, we've got another side to do. So, pivot round, make sure your feet are on separate tracks. We're not going to push forward and drive forward through that front leg. We drop the back knee, exhale, push up through both feet as we come back up. So keep that pelvis tucked under. Ooh, losing my balance. Alexa threw me off. So pelvis is tucked under, ribs are over pelvis, and we're just dropping up and down. Oh, I did body pump yesterday, and this is torture for my thighs right now. No pain, no gain, hey? So keep it down, hold it down for 2 breath. Exhale, come up. Inhale down, hold for exhale. Hold for inhale, exhale up. And again. Exhale up. Make sure when you're coming up pushing equally through both feet. We've got 1 more. May have done an extra one on this side. Oh, and then kick your bum. Oh, I'm not going to be able to sit down tomorrow. Okay, we are going to do roll downs now, so I'm going to just walk my way backwards while I kick my bum. Okay, if you can, grab a thigh, Bring it knee to knee, heel to pelvis, and open up through that quad. If you're struggling, grab a band or a scarf, wrap it around your foot, and then pull it up. Shake it out, take it over to the other side. Always come knee to knee to get the best out of the stretch. And then shake it out. Okay, roll downs. Feet are hip width apart. We are standing nice and tall. Knees are soft, weights even through the feet. Nice big inhale into the bottom of the ribs, and then exhale. Drop that chin to chest, chest to ribs. Belly button goes back to the spine. Ribs go to hips. Knees are bent softly. When we can't go any further, we can tilt through the pelvis. Arms are relaxed, chins to chest. Hold for an inhale when you're down here, and then when we exhale, you're going to take the belly button to the spine, pelvic floor comes up, and then we can restack nice and slow. Shoulders always fall into place, head comes up last, and again. If your back is hurting, you can leave your hands on your legs all the time for support. Make sure you're keeping your knees soft because we're stretching out the back, not the legs. When we come back up, imagine big heavy weights in your hands trying to pull your back down, giving yourself some resistance and increasing the stretch even further. We shouldn't have to alter our shoulders and head when we come back up. We automatically fall into place. And again. Keeping my weight even through my feet. Coming up on the exhale, using the stomach to bring us back up, so we're still stretching the back, not working it. We're going to do one more time down on the exhale. And then when we're down, we're going to walk ourselves out into a downward dog position. So, big wet patch from the dog. So, hands are in front of our shoulders, heels are pushing back into the floor, ears are between our shoulders, between our arms, and our bums in the air, knees are soft, pushing our armpits into the floor. We're going to roll forward and at the same time bring a foot to the outside of the hands. We're going to push that foot. The foot that's forward, that front knee is going to come forward. We're going to push back through the heel and down through the groin into our hip flexor stretch. We're going to inhale as we straighten the front leg and then exhale, push back into hip flexor. Do that 3 more times. Always get the most out of your stretch by pushing down into the floor with the groin, forward with the knee and back through the heel, keeping the back leg as straight as possible. We're going to then take the left foot back into a downward dog position. Soften the knees, push your armpits into the floor, bum into the air, and then we can roll through the spine and take the other leg to the outside hand. If you struggle to get it there, just give it a bit of a walk forwards. Push back through the heel, forward through the knee, down through the groin. And then we're going to move on for 4. Inhale to straighten the leg. Exhale to push it back into a kneeling. Okay, we're going to take the foot back and we're going to do our sequence from last week. So we are in a plank position. When we are in plank, our bum is level with our hips. Shoulders are down and away from ears. Pushing through your hands. Fingers are widespread, back through the heels, tailbone is tucked under. It shouldn't hit the back at any point. Let me go. So you're going to exhale and drop your knees down into a kneeling plank. Inhale as you drop the elbows towards the ribs. Exhale, push back up through them. Inhale as we come up into plank. Exhale, push back up into a downward dog. Then you're going to inhale as you roll through the spine, chins to the chest, into plank. So we go knees, push up, plank, push up through the middle, coming into a downward dog. Roll it forwards, back into plank. Knees, inhale as we go down, exhale, push up. Inhale, plank. Exhale as we scoop up through the middle, pushing up through the hips into downward dog. Inhale as we roll through into plank. Exhale, drop your knees. Inhale, elbows bend. Exhale, back up. Inhale, plank. Exhale, push through that stomach into our downward dog. Inhale as we roll into plank. We're going to do it one more time. Forwards into plank. Hold the plank now. Drop to your knees if you need to. Always keep your gaze at the floor. And then drop yourself back into child's pose. Sit your bum on your heel, reaching your fingers away from you. Push your armpits into the mat. And roll yourself off. Well done. Now that is a killer on the arms. But it's going to get us stronger. Back a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do our half roll back. So you're going to sit on your bum. Feet are on the floor. Easy option. Feet are closer to you. Harder option. Just walk your feet out a little bit. But make sure toes and both front corners of the foot stay anchored to the floor. Your knees are in line with your heels. We've not got them dropped out. We are pointing up to the ceiling and everything is in line with the hips. We can sit nice and tall. We're not rounded over. If you feel like you're rounded over like this, get yourself a block, a book, cushion, anything that will take your give the ability to extend through your spine. So, shoulders are down and back, arms are facing each other. Sorry, palms are facing each other, arms are outstretched. Inhale in, and then we're going to exhale. You're going to drop that chin to chest, take that belly button back through your spine. As we reach back, rocking off the sitting bones onto the flat of the pelvis. Hold for your inhale, keep your toes on the floor, and then exhale, lead with the head as you come back up to sitting tall. And again. The further you go down, the harder the abs have to brace. Hold for inhale, exhale as we come up. Keep your feet on the floor, knees facing up to the ceiling. Engage that stomach. Shouldn't be hitting the back. Exhale as we come up. And again. If you want to make it a bit harder, straighten your legs. Keep the balls of your feet touching, point your toes, engage your leg muscles. Still make sure you have got a neutral straight spine. Exhaling, chin to chest. Belly button goes back to the spine and we rock back off the sitting bones onto the flat of the pelvis. Hold for your inhale. Without gripping through your shoulders, you're going to exhale as we lead up with the head, coming back up to seated tall. Engage your legs, push down through your legs, down through your stomach. Exhale and come up. When you're inhaling, inhale into the back. Open up the chest, the back of the ribs. Might say one more, but let's do one more. Okay, laying yourself down, you're going to need space in front of you, behind, because we're going to be doing the leg swings again. So lie yourself down, lining yourself up with the back of your mat, or the middle if like me, you've got a nice handy line down the middle. So shoulders are down and back and stacked, palm is on the floor. Our hips are in line with our shoulders, in line with our ankles, and you're going to push down through that top hip so the balls of the feet come together, the heels are together, and you have your mouse hole on your side. Remember to keep your mouse hole as you flex the bottom foot and bring it forward into the top corner of the mat. Still reaching through that top leg, don't let it drop, keep it hip high. Arm down by your side, you're going to inhale as you bring the leg forward. Exhale as we take it back. Inhale as we scoop in and bring it forward. Exhale back. Yeah, that was that. I thought I got breathing wrong then, but I haven't. So really extend the leg back. You can reach forward with the chest. I've got a big lanky spider running across the floor. Luckily it's going away from me, otherwise I'd be freaking out right now. Oh, you can see its joints on its foot. Oh, you can see the knuckles of it. Okay, we're going to add on the arm from last week. So we've inhaled, we take the leg forward. We're going to exhale as we take the leg back and swing the arm up, reaching in opposition, still keeping that mouse hold. Inhale as you swing the arm back, leg comes forward. Exhale and reverse. As we exhale and taking forward, we can turn through the chest a little bit, taking the chest to the floor. Really feeling a nice stretch through the sides. These are my utter favourite. I think we've got 3 more, would take us to 8. All the while reaching the leg away from you. Your entire leg muscles are activated. I think this is our last one. Beautiful. Pop your hand down. Restack your legs. Keeping your trouser seam on the mat of the bottom leg. We're going to bring the front knee into a knee bend. Keeping our shoulders relaxed. Flex that bottom foot. Keeping our mouse hold. We're going to inhale as we lift. Exhale, lower. Really extend the heel away from you before you lift. Activate your entire inner thigh. I'm just watching that spider. Okay, we are going to extend and keep it up. And we're going to do 5 little circles each way. Finish at the top, making sure you finish the circle before you take it back. Hold it at the top, reach through the heel, and then lower it down. Okay, laying on your front. The spider's disappearing. Thank goodness for that. So, toes are untucked. You are facing the mat. Rest your forehead on the mat if you wish. Arms are down by the sides. We haven't got our shoulders on the mat because that would just round us forward. So, roll them down and back. Engage that core. Remember, at one point, are we pushing the belly button into the mat? We are pushing our pelvis in and our belly button up to the ceiling. Arms are down by the sides, palms facing each other. We're going to inhale and we're going to lengthen through, squeezing the shoulders, reaching through the feet, squeezing the bum, and then exhale down. and again. Really try and squeeze your shoulder blades back, taking your elbows together. 2 more. Don't push that belly into the mat. And we're not moving through the neck. The neck is staying long, eyes on the floor. We're now going to take it up and we're going to be holding it for a prolonged time. So we're going to hold it for 1 breath, come back down, 2 breaths, back down, 3 breaths, back down. Let's see if we can get to 4 breaths before we come back down. Okay, so you're going to inhale as we come up. Hold for exhale, hold for inhale, exhale down. Inhale and rise again. Hold for exhale. Hold for inhale. Hold for exhale. Hold for inhale. Exhale down. And again. All the while we are reaching our legs away from ourselves, squeezing our bum, squeezing our shoulder blades. Exhale down. Last time. Exhale, lower. Oh, even my arms hurt with that one. Okay, hands on top of each other, rest your forehead on your hands, shoulders are down and back, legs are together, zipped up. Push that pelvis into the mat. Keep our belly button off. We are going to do bum kicks, but we're going to do a double and we're going to go on the inhale. On the exhale. So you're going to inhale and then you're going to exhale, draw your bum up to your bum, going inhale down, exhale, inhale down. Hope that makes sense. So we're going to start off keeping our toes pointed. So inhale to bring the leg up and then we're going to exhale and give it a bounce. Inhale down, over to the other leg, exhale bounce. So on our exhales, we're squeezing our bum, we're squeezing our core, so that there's no rocking through the body. Trying to get that heel as close to the bum as possible, stretching through the quad, pushing our pelvis into the floor, and our stomach doesn't push into the mat. 1 more on the last leg. We're now going to do it, but we're going to keep our toes pointed until it reaches our bum, where we're going to flex the foot and do a double pulse with a flexed foot, like this. Flex to come back, point to come back down. Point to come down. Point to come down. One more each side. Okay, hopefully we've got the gist of it. We're trying to squeeze our bums so that, and engage our core so that there's no rocking through the body. Now, for a bit of a challenge, you're going to point, flex, and then come down. Point, flex, come down. So, shoulders are down and back, pushing our pelvis in. We're going to point, flex, down. Point, flex, down. Last one. And relax. Hopefully you got it, and don't get too mad with yourself if you don't get it, and we'll do the same next week. Okay, laying on your other side. So if you're in class, I'd just have you all rolling over and I'd walk round to the back. But I can't do that on the camera. Okay, so line yourselves up with the back end of your mat, shoulders down, hips, shoulders, oh god, shoulders, hips, ankles, knees, saying everything in the wrong order, but we are all in line. Toe balls of the feet are together, heels would be together if we were touching, and we have our mouse hole at the bottom. Flex the bottom foot and draw it into the bottom corner of the mat as we keep the other leg hip height and reaching through. Arm on the side, you're going to inhale as you bring the leg forward, exhale as we take it back. Keep reaching through both feet. You can turn through the chest as we take the leg back, just to get a lot more out of that stretch. Better settle through my way. Okay, this time as we take it, the leg back, we're going to reach forward with the arms. So we're reaching opposite corners. Inhale to draw forward, legs and arm past. Exhale, reach opposite corners. Keeping that leg up at hip height and always reaching through. Get it as long as possible. We're just going to do 2 more because I've lost count as always. And then realign yourself. Keep everything stacked up, shoulders down. Keeping our bottom leg trouser seam on the mat, we're going to drop the front knee into a bend. Flex through that bottom foot, shoulder down. Inhale as you lengthen and lift, exhale, lower. Try and keep that mouse hole so you're not flattening through your side. Just do 2 more. Engage every part of that inner thigh. Leaving it up, you're going to do 5 circles. Keeping your mouse hold, pause at the top to make sure the leg is stable, and then reverse. Lower it back down and roll onto your back. Look, that's better, does it come back? I'm like, oh. So, shoulders are down on the mat, feet are flat on the floor, pelvis is neutral, and we're just going to, without squeezing our bum, exhale and tuck up. Flattening through the spine, and then inhale as you lengthen away. Exhale as you tuck up. Inhale as you lengthen. So we're not lifting the bum off, we're not putting any pressure through the feet, we're not squeezing the bum, we're just rolling through the spine, just giving it a bit of a reset and allowing us to find our middle ground. So take it back to your neutral position. Should have a natural gap in the spine. And if you put your hands on your hips, fingers in your groin and thumbs across, everything should be level with each other. So arms back down by the sides. We're going to do our curl-ups. So you are going to inhale, drink your chin to chest. Exhale as we curl and reach, pushing down through the mat. Hold for your inhale. Exhale down. And again. So we're always pushing our stomach down, we're not ballooning it up. If you want, because we've been doing it as a 4-way movement for some time, make it more smooth and natural. So bring shoulders and the head up together on your inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale as we come up together, so we're not leading with the head.
Because most people, when we're doing a smooth movement, lift the head up and then the arms come separately. But we're lifting through the chest, taking ribs to hip. There's no strain in the neck. Inhale up and reach. Exhale down. I'm just going to do one more. Okay, now we're going to come up and stay up. We're going to draw the legs up into our tabletop position. Hands are resting at the side of the ears. We're not pulling on our head. Imagine big heavy weight down through the stomach, imprinting the spine. You're going to inhale and straighten one leg, breaking calf in line with the foot. Exhale, draw it back in. Other side. Remember to take that pelvic floor in and then draw that leg in. Use that breath and then lower abdominal muscles rather than relying on your legs. 2 more on each side. Always coming back to a tabletop position. We're going to keep the legs up, and then this time we're going to take shoulder across to knee, exhale back. Shoulder across to knee, exhale back. Control the descent. Keep shoulders off the mat, and make sure you're not pulling with your head or leading with your elbow. 2 more each side. Keep up if we can. This time we're going to straighten the leg out, but as we do, we're going to draw the other knee into the chest. So there is now a gap between foot and calf. Exhale, bring it back to center. Swap it over on the other side. So you can feel like you could drop that leg a bit lower, as long as you have control and you are not arching through your back. Draw the other knee into the chest, both legs tabletop. Knee and foot go away from each other, back to tabletop. Shoulders are still up off that mat. Pushing down through the stomach. 1 more on each leg. And then we're going to go back to the twist. So balls of the feet together, knees are together, heels are apart. Twist shoulder to knee. We've got 4 more on each side. Always remember to take the pelvic floor up and then move back. You should move through your entire breath. I think we've got 1 more each side. And then you can give yourself a hug and just roll around a little bit. So we're going to finish off on the 100 again. So remember, you can extend your legs as far down as you wish. The further down your legs, the harder the effort, the higher up, the easier it is. Making sure you are not lifting your spine off the mat at any time. And remember, when we're pulsing, shoulders are down back, we're squeezing through. Squeezing our triceps, create your own resistance, work them arms. We're not just flapping the wrists about, everything is in a straight line. Imagine big heavy springs under your hands and barely any movement at the shoulders to give those arms a workout. So remember, inhale for 5 breaths, exhale for 5 breaths. And if you want, you can do the pulsed in and out, so you're going. Okay, so I am going to count this time and not talk. So when you're ready, extend your legs up into the air. Curl yourself up, pushing down through the stomach. We've got our imprinted spine. Lower your legs to where you choose. So knees are together, balls of the feet are together, feet, heels are apart. And when we're ready, we're going to pulse. legs a bit if you can. One more. And hug your legs. Well done. Whew. Okay, roll around for a little bit. And then we're going to go into a full body stretch. We're reaching through the fingers, reaching through the toes, keeping the ears away from the shoulders. And release. Then we're going to reach through one side. Inhale as we reach. And then release. Other side. And release. Okay. Planting one foot on the floor, you're going to take the ankle across the opposite knee, pushing down through the knee that's out to the side and draw the leg in. So we're feeling a stretch through that bum. I think that's shush, shush, shush. Let nibble. Hey. Shut. Shh. Get down. Okay. Take it over to the other side. Sorry about all the noise. Lenny. Shh. So push that knee away from you. Draw the heel in. I will go and investigate in a second once I've got you settled. Okay, we are then going to lower long leg, straighten it out on the mat, hug the other knee into the chest, and then when you're ready, you're going to extend it out. You want to point the toe, engage every leg muscle so that your knee is straight, and we are supporting the leg at the back of the thigh, never behind the knee. So keep the stretch, keep breathing through it. Well, let's see if anybody was at the door. Had come to walk the dogs. Okay, exhale and draw that knee in a little bit further, keeping the knee as straight as possible, shoulders relaxed, and on the floor, flex through that foot. And then reach a little bit further up, keeping the leg straight. Not what you want, all this noise when you're trying to relax and stretch. Now you've got me shouting at my dogs. Okay, bend that knee in and take it across the body. Shoulders on the mat, turn the head to look down the opposite arm. As long as our shoulders are on the mat, it doesn't matter where this leg is. If it's on the floor, great. If it's not, if it's hovering in the air, that is absolutely fine. As long as you're feeling a lovely stretch down the spine. And we're looking in the opposite direction. Try and relax his back as much as possible. I know your friend came to play. Okay, come back onto your back and then swap your legs over. So draw that knee into your chest. Straighten out through the other one. Come on. Good. And then when you're ready, so as long as you're flexing through the heel of the bottom foot, toes taken up to you, extend through the top leg, pointing the toes, engaging all your leg muscles to straighten out that leg. Actively stretch, drawing it in, supporting behind the thigh, never behind the knee. I'll leave you here for a bit longer on this one, because obviously I got up to look out the window. So I hope you're enjoying the sessions, and if you've got any feedback, please let me know. Check out the Facebook page if you've not. That's probably the easier way to get in touch with me, or comment under this post, and I hope YouTube will tell me if I've got a comment. Okay, try and draw the leg towards you a bit more, keeping that knee as straight as possible. Don't hold behind the knee. Don't force too much though, it just should be really comfortably uncomfortable. Keeping flexed through that bottom foot. And then reach one last time. Shake your leg. You can do these with a ferro band for support. It is a bit easier with the band for support. You don't have to rely on your leg to keep the tension. The band does it for you. Okay, draw that knee into your chest and then take it across the body as you turn your head to look in the opposite direction. Try and relax as much as you can. And don't force that knee to the floor. If it goes and your shoulders come off, put your shoulders back and bring your knee back up. Okay, take your arm across your body and then bring yourself up to seated. So, sitting cross-legged, you're going to inhale and take your pelvic floor up. Hold for 5 seconds and then exhale and let it go. Relax it back down if you've still got it up. If you haven't got it up, that's fine. Just go with the flow and it should get stronger each week. Keep your bum relaxed, your mouth still, jaw relaxed. And try and do these twice a day. If you're driving, you can try and remember to do them when you stop at traffic lights, or just try and do them just before you go off to bed. When you're boiling the kettle, brushing your teeth, think, can I be doing my pelvic floors right now? Do one more. Okay, we're going to go back to that square, so you're going to pulse it into the four corners of the square or rectangle, depends what you're choosing to draw. And then whatever you're doing, reverse it. Quick fire pulses, up and down. And then see if you can join all your dots together. Try and keep your tongue still, your eyes still. And then whatever you're doing, reverse it. Half dog snoring now. I can fall asleep and snore that quickly. 2 minutes ago, it was like an answer. Okay, and release. So we're going to go back into that pigeon again. So you're going to bring your feet, legs into like a zigzag right angle type thing. We are going to turn to face our knee, bringing the hip forward. So if last week you was like, well, that didn't really do much, we can put some weight through our hands, extend that back leg and roll forwards. Make sure your weight's even through your pelvis. You can use your arms for support. Flex the foot that's in your pelvis, in your hip, protect your knee, and then just try and sink equally into the mat. Reaching the back foot away, and if you can, we can come down onto forearms. If you're finding this a struggle, just stay at 90-90, turned, and try and come onto forearms from that position. And then to get out of it, you rock back onto the bum cheek, draw that knee in and swap sides. So we are at 90-90 or a zigzag position. You can't see me, Lenny. And then if you want to, pop some weight into your hands, extend that back leg. and wiggle backwards. So I'm going to have to move my entire body backwards because now I've got the dog in the way. So make sure you're equal through your hips. Wiggle the over foot forward if you want it a bit deeper. Flex through that foot that's in your groin. And just try and relax into it. Coming down onto the forearms. If you wish. Oh, I could just stay here all day. And then roll yourself out of it and come up onto all fours. So just going to do the cat and the cow. So hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. You're extending tall through the crown of your head and your coccyx. Elbows are out to the sides and core is engaged because we don't want to get it burnt on our imaginary fire pit. Fingers are widespread to equal the weight through the hands. Inhale in, tuck that tailbone under, push the ground away as we rise up, dropping chin to chest. Hold for inhale and then exhale, extend. Lengthening through the front rather than crunching through the back. And then exhaling, curling back up again, trying to keep your hips over your knees. Two more. Always moving on your exhales. Last one. Taking it back to neutral. Tuck your toes under. Bum in the air into our downward dog. So soften your knees, push your armpits to the floor. Ears are between your arms and shoulders are down away from your ears. And then if you can, walk your feet in. Heel to toe, we're hip width apart, and then just dangle. And then next exhale, we're going to soften our knees, push up through the stomach as we re-step, coming out with our roll down. Shoulders fall into place and head comes up last. Just kick your bum a little bit. Loosen it off, do some shoulder rolls back. And then circle the arms forward, soften through the knees. And then we're just going to widen our feet and just bend one knee, stretching our inner thigh. Back is straight, this knee isn't pushing forwards, there's no weight through that knee, it's all in my foot. Stand back up, over to the other side. Feel a nice stretch down the inner thigh. And then over to centre and arch to come up. Give yourself a shake. Okay, so realigning. Feet are hip width apart, toes are facing forwards. Just rock forwards and backwards. Trying to push your heels past your toes, but keeping our ankles in line. Make that weight so we're spreading it evenly through our four corners. And when we're feeling grounded, we can stop. Knees are soft, pelvic tilts again. Try not to squeeze your bum as you tuck the pelvis under. And then make the movements smaller and smaller till you've found your middle ground. Where your waters are calm, your bum is soft, abdominals are pulled in slightly, ribs aren't flaring. Be equally over your hips. Shoulders are down and back. We're extending tall through the crown of our head. Inhale as we take the arms up and then engage that pelvic floor one last time as we exhale and drop the arms down. Well done, that was your session. Hope you enjoyed it. You feel nice and long and tall and stretched and worked. And see you next week.